everybody. Jeff Antoniuk here. Welcome to Guided Listening. So this time around, I can't believe it's taken me this long to get to this song. This is one of my favorite songs, favorite recordings, favorite performances in jazz off the McCoy Tyner album, The Real McCoy. This song is called Passion Dance. This features Joe Henderson on the saxophone, McCoy Tyner on piano. It's Ron Carter on the bass, and it's Elvin Jones on the drums. Before we get started, have you guys ever fixed your dishwasher or the dryer or something with a YouTube video? I've done those things, right? The dishwasher was not getting the dishes clean, and I watched a video and I took the thing apart and I got it working and limped another 2 years out of the dishwasher, right? Here's the thing, jazz is not like that. Yeah, you can learn a cool new lick from a YouTube video. Yeah, some guy can come here and talk to you about Elvin Jones and his drumming in a video. But if you truly want to get better, there's this feedback loop that has to happen. Now, humans figured this out a long time ago, this whole teaching education thing, where we can give you information. I can blurt information at you, as can every other YouTube talking head. If you're fixing a dishwasher, take the information, do the thing. The feedback is your dishwasher now works, or your kitchen is flooded. You've gotten feedback, right? So now, when you're trying to learn some jazz, sure, your ears give you a bit of feedback, but real teaching from a real teacher who gets to hear you. That's what you need. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Don't look the other way. Don't have a sip of coffee. I'm talking to you. So yeah, how about if we do some of that? I want you to check out JazzWire, check out the free trial. And the power of JazzWire, how it's unlike all the other platforms out there, is that you are heard by me and the other faculty members inside JazzWire, but me, and we get to work together. We get to communicate. This is not communication. Don't pretend that we're communicating, because we're not. I'm talking at my iPhone. You're watching your iPhone, right? Not communication. I'm going to move on from here, but I do feel strongly about it. And I know the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people inside JazzWire who have done JazzWire and how much better they got. They are shocked. I want you to be shocked too. I hope we'll see you there. Okay, let's get into Passion Dance. So now I thought I was going to be talking about Joe Henderson tearing this thing up. I thought I was going to be talking about McCoy Tyner tearing this thing up. Turns out the star of the show here, the MVP, is Elvin Jones. It's fascinating drumming that's going on. And I've listened to this track hundreds of times over the years and transcribed bits of it and all that. And just as I'm listening in, I honestly listened to it twice yesterday just to get ready to think about what I was going to talk about here. And it's like, whoa, what I'm hearing from Elvin is incredible. So we'll get into a bunch of stuff, but this song is built over a lot of a pedal tone. So one particular sound. The entire song, there's a little bridge section to the melody, but the song is over an F sus chord, F dominant sus. It's one sound, it's modal. A lot of modal music was over, a minor chord, if you think about So What or Impressions or songs like that. So this one happens to be over a sus sort of tonality. And so everything you're hearing, everything that's being created is relative to just this one sound. There are no chord changes that these guys are using to shape their soloing, their bass lines, all that kind of stuff. Now, they may be superimposing ideas over it, but what you see for the chart is F7 sus, go, have fun. That's what we got going on. So with Elvin Jones, he's using three essentially different ways of using the ride cymbal. So on the melody part, he's using this great broken ride sort of idea. And as I listen in, I'm hearing a lot of dotted quarter notes in the bass drum. I'd never noticed that before. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, he's playing lots of boom, 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 boom. Dotted quarters. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bounce, go. This rolling on-beat, off-beat rhythm, but it's not that codified. He's improvising with it. I wish it were that codified. It'd be easier to teach. Then over the bridge part of the song, he does this cool, Elvin Jones Latin, let's call it. We won't get in the weeds with what's going on there. But then when the solos start, how he's swinging. So it's the same cymbal. It's all inside the same song, but how he lends different flavors and different momentum, and how he steps on the gas, and how he makes it sound wider, and man, it's fascinating stuff. Let's listen. This is called Passion Dance. Great roll-off drum introduction. So this is our melody. This is the A section. That piano. That pedal sound from the piano and the bass. Here's the bridge. Listen to how Elvin changed his cymbal there. And changed everything about his playing. Still a pedal, but a different pedal. Back to the A section. And Elvin changed how he's playing. You can listen down, see if you can hear the bass drum. That kind of thing. Bridge. What a great feel change. Quintessential Elvin Jones. And by the way, this is a McCoy Tyner composition. And here comes solos. Totally different feel that we haven't heard. Walking bass and swinging. Just straight ahead, killing swing. Woo! And all this McCoy Tyner superimposing pentatonic ideas would be a cheap and simple way to talk about what he's doing in the right hand. Listen to his left hand. These big fifths and octaves that he's really known for. The other thing that's important is this song is endless F7 at this point. So it would be easy to get sort of lost in it. So they're really playing strong 8-measure phrases. I can hear there at this place in a phrase. Did you hear McCoy claim that beat 1? 5, 6, 7, listen for it. So there was a drum and a McCoy thing that happened there. 6, 7, 8. And we heard him anticipate that downbeat. 6, 7, 8. And there it is again, right? So they're really playing strong 8-measure phrases, even though this is an open, more freer modal sort of approach. Always with the 8 measures. 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is again, right? Often it's McCoy, sometimes it's Elvin, sometimes it's Ron on the bass. Man, the energy, holy cow. And now McCoy's doubling up how often he's doing those big low notes. He's building, and we can hear Elvin playing more too. Building, right? And he didn't resolve, he's still going. Woo! So the way he's building is he doubled up how often the tension's coming. And now, of course, Elvin has doubled up the tension. He's practically soloing at this point. Woo! Listen to Ron Carter. These great slides he's doing. Crazy. Woo! And we still have those 8-measure phrases going on. Hear those dotted quarters? It's a great way to build energy, especially in a modal tune, but in any tune. And again, the rhythm section is practically soloing behind Joe. He has all that energy and sound and that wave behind him. It's amazing. And I can hear in all this craziness where the phrasing of the 8 measure phrases are. Joe. You hear that huge arrival of McCoy and Elvin together. So it's so free, it's so wild, but there's rules behind it. That's the biggest thing to know. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So instead of dotted quarters, what we call that, dotted half notes, is a rhythm going on behind Joe. This great motivic ending to a solo. Let's see if we can count through Elvin. He stretches the time a bit. He didn't really give us a big downbeat there, so I'm kind of guessing at this point. I'm going to say that was it. So something goes haywire coming up. Okay, so McCoy came in about 6 measures after Elvin was in a phrase. So that to me sounds like a mistake. Elvin wasn't done, and when you go back and listen to it in his solo, he's kind of in the middle of an idea, and whatever, it was a bad cue, somebody miscounted, and they just came in. But they came in so strong, I've never heard it as a mistake. But when I'm counting through that drum solo now, I was like, wait a minute, that's not an 8 measure phrase, and this song has been about 8 measure phrases. So that's kind of interesting, little flub there that I don't care it was a flub, they pulled it off. So this is the end of the melody coming up here. And so they kind of go into another solo section. And that feel, down. There's those dotted quarters very overtly with Ron and Elvin specifically. That dotted quarter feel, that churning, unsettled. And of course, McCoy and Joe going nuts together. So that whole thing, those dotted quarters, I keep saying dotted quarters. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a dotted quarter would be 3 eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Kind of hard to even say that fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, 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 bam. So it's a polyrhythm in a sense. It's all based on 8 eighth notes in a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. That is the secret to when you pay a bunch of money to go hear some jazz at a great festival, at a great club, and it's like super world-class kind of stuff. They could be famous people or they could be local people, but they're world-class. And when you hear the band just start levitating, what the hell is going on? And the energy starts going nuts. That's what they're doing. They're doing dotted quarter notes. That is the move, right? The way you make a quarter disappear and a feather disappear and an egg disappear and whatever. I'm not a magician, but I'm going to say it's more or less the same move. There's a couple ways to make something disappear. I'm sure there is. And you just kind of, pull it off with different objects, more or less in the same way, right? Magicians, I look forward to your hate mail. But yeah, so that is the move, that dotted quarter thing. So we hear so much of it behind Elvin's accompaniment, inside Ron Carter's playing. We hear it in the comping. We hear it on the bass drum, so it's pretty slick. So like I said, I could teach a class, a 1 semester long class on this recording, on the rhythms of McCoy's left hand. I discovered so much cool stuff. We're not going to get into it here. But folks inside Jazzwire, let's continue the conversation. I want to talk about how McCoy was using a lot of beat 4. Elvin wasn't connecting with that. So Elvin wasn't quite hearing that. So there was sort of a missed opportunity, but it actually gave it, the fact that they weren't lining up gave it a thickness. So it could be a problem, but with master musicians, everything prints out as being cool sounding. So that's something I want to talk about a little bit more. So yes, if you need your dishwasher repaired, please go ahead and Google that, look at that on YouTube and fix your dishwasher. If you want to play jazz better, how about joining the 30-day free trial? And honestly, let's get this thing rolling for you way faster than you ever imagined. I'll look forward to seeing you inside Jazzwire. I'll look forward to seeing your comments down here, and have a great week.